The voice coaches Kelly Clarkson, Adam Levine, and John Legend adopt a new strategy to get an artist they want on their team because they have a new super steal on the line. It's the Battle of the Champions when The Voice returns on Monday night for its 29th season, which means that for the first time in the show's history, all three coaches, Kelly Clarkson, Adam Levine, and John Legend, are past champions. There's a catch though. There will obviously be no 4-chair turns this season due to the limited number of coaches. Instead, the best a participant can do is a 3-chair turn. However, the coaches will also receive a prize this time. A super steal for the battles is automatically awarded to the coach with the most 3-chair turns. As Kelly, Adam, and John are assembling their squads, they are trying their hardest to win over the 3-chair turns by using whatever tactic they can. This treasured reward can only be utilized once and overrides any attempt by any other coach to steal, ensuring a victory. In Jonah Mayer's case, it's hugs after his blind audition. Watch as Kelly initiates the entertaining video, and then the males do the same. The song Jonah performed isn't disclosed, but it impacted Kelly so profoundly that she leaped from her red swivel chair and rushed to give him a hug. In reference to his voice, she remarked, "What a gift," and returned to his seat. "That was really sexy," she continued. "She acted as though you were already on her team," John added. Adam remarked, "I can't compete with any of what just happened. I am inclined to embrace you as well, as that would bring us into balance." The audience was humming with excitement, the lights went down, and the studio was filled with the distinct spirit of a new season. There is always excitement at The Voice's debut, but this time, something particularly noteworthy happened on stage. Kelly Clarkson did something that wonderfully reminded everyone why she is still one of the most adored celebrities in music and television, and it quickly won hearts throughout the room and beyond the TV screen. The entire audience cheered and became emotional as she rushed the stage in the middle of her performance to give a passionate hug. It wasn't merely an impromptu gesture. It was an authentic moment of bonding, a reminder that music has the power to unite people in ways that words cannot. Additionally, the moment felt entirely natural to singer Kelly Clarkson, whose career has been characterized by warmth and genuineness. The atmosphere was electrifying right from the beginning of the premiere. In anticipation of a fresh season filled with surprises, skill, and heartfelt performances, the coaches took their seats in their recognizable red chairs. No one anticipated the kind of emotional flame that Kelly would create, but the audience knew they were in for an evening filled with amazing voices and memorable reactions. The season's tone started to emerge as the first few auditions went on. Strong voices, anxious competitors, and the customary light-hearted banter between the coaches were all present. However, everything changed when a specific competitor took the stage. With a hint of nervous eagerness and humility, the singer gave their introduction. Their tale was intimate and very touching. It was one of tenacity, development, and a lifelong ambition to perform on such a stage. Then the music began. It was evident from the first note that something unique was taking place. The coaches were immediately drawn to the contestant's voice because it conveyed a depth of raw passion. They captivated listeners with their rich, expressive, and vulnerable tone. It took more than just striking the correct notes. It was about using music to communicate a tale. The goal was to experience each lyric and allow that feeling to permeate the performance. Kelly Clarkson responded right away. She leaned forward in her chair, her eyes wide, obviously moved by what she was hearing. Over her career, Kelly, a seasoned performer with years of expertise, identifying genuine potential, has heard thousands of voices. However, occasionally a performance occurs that transcends all expectations and appeals to the heart. One of those times was this one. The emotional intensity increased as the song went on. The competitor gave their all during the performance, bringing passion and purpose to every note. The audience was so enthralled that they went silent. The coaches looked at each other, realizing that they were seeing something unusual. Then the pivotal moment arrived. The button was pressed by Kelly Clarkson. Her ardent response to the performer was evident from the swift rotation of her chair. As she clapped in time with the music, a broad smile appeared on her face. She appeared to have trouble staying sat though, even after moving her chair. She was obviously very connected to what she was hearing, and the occasion was becoming more and more emotional. Kelly got up when the last chorus came up. Ignorant of what was going to happen, the participant kept singing. Unable to control her excitement and emotion, Kelly made her way nearer the stage. She had already made up her mind by the time the song hit its last note. Arms wide, she moved straight toward the vocalist after climbing onto the stage. She threw her arms around them and hugged them without hesitation. Cheers and applause broke out from the audience. It was an authentic, unplanned, and very human moment. It has nothing to do with premeditated theatrics or television drama. It was about one artist appreciating another's bravery and skill and reacting with unadulterated gratitude. "What a gift," Kelly remarked quietly, while continuing to hold the competitor in a comforting grip. Everything was encapsulated in just 3 words. For Kelly Clarkson, connecting via music has always been important. She has never forgotten what it's like to stand on that stage, vulnerable and hopeful. From her early days as a singing competition competitor to her current position as a worldwide superstar and instructor. She is aware of the bravery required to speak up for yourself. She is aware of the anxiety, the aspirations, and the resolve. She also wanted the participant to know that their gift was noticed and valued at that precise moment. The other instructors looked on with awe and grins. All of them have had emotional moments on the show. But Kelly's impromptu run to the stage was especially impactful. It emphasized the Voice's encouraging atmosphere, which has grown to be one of its distinguishing characteristics. This competitive show, in contrast to many others, thrives on mentoring, support, and sincere friendship. The contestants' voice quivered with emotion as they eventually spoke. They conveyed their appreciation for the chance and Kelly's tremendous help. It was obvious that the hug had meant a lot. It served as a reminder that their voice does count and as confirmation of years of arduous struggle. As the discussion went on, Kelly revealed the particular aspect of the performance that touched her. She talked about the emotional honesty that permeated every note and the genuineness of the delivery. She underlined how uncommon it is to find singers who are able to engage with audiences more deeply in addition to having a strong technical performance. Her sincere and detailed compliments reflected her background as a teacher and performer. She understands what it takes to be successful in the field and how crucial it is for artists to have support. Her remarks went beyond simple praise. They were motivating. They served as a reminder that genuineness and skill may come together to produce something genuinely potent. With their own responses and comments, the other coaches joined in. Naturally, there was friendly competition since each coach wanted to include the contestant on their squad. However, the tone was polite and encouraging. Everyone knew they had just witnessed something extraordinary. However, the scenario was defined by Kelly's emotional reaction. Kelly Clarkson has established a reputation for being sincere over the course of her career. She exudes warmth and honesty that fans find appealing, whether she's on stage, hosting her chat show, or mentoring young singers. She cries freely, laughs readily, and celebrates others without holding back. Her genuineness is refreshing in a field that frequently emphasizes appearance and perfection. Throughout the premiere, such genuineness was clearly visible.